This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Hello and welcome to Headlines Now on Ndtv-Hindu. I am Ramanathan and I am bringing you the big stories this Sunday. Joining me on the show tonight, our political reporter Shabir Ahmed, who has been following the political developments ahead of the desecration of the Rajiv Gandhi statue here in Chennai. And also joining us is senior DMK leader K. Subbu to answer some hard questions rising amidst the possible political realignments in the state. So all that up ahead on the show, but let's take a quick look at the headlines. Major embarrassment for the DMK, a shock for the Congress. DMK partymen among the two arrested for defiling of Rajiv Gandhi statue.
உண்மையான குற்றவாளியை கைது பண்ணணும். உண்மையான குற்றம் செய்யறதுக்கு காரணமா இருந்த தூண்டுதல் செய்த திருமாவளவன் போன்றவர்களை கைது செய்யணும்.
Between the VCK and Congress gets worse. Thangabalu calls Thirumavalan's suggestion of DMK snapping ties with the Congress laughable. The cracks within the TNCC re-emerge with EVK Selangor forecasting a change in the leadership in the TNCC. Thousands of teachers take to the streets demanding the implementation of the 6th Pay Commission in schools. India wins the series 1-0 against Australia. The final match in Goa abandoned due to bad weather conditions. A quick look at the stories making headlines across the nation. The Kashmir interlocutors meet jailed stone throwers to get a cross-section of views, but controversy over their alleged comment on involving Pakistan. 52.5% voter turnout despite Friday's Naxal attack on the boycott call to vote in the second phase of Bihar's elections. The redrafted food security bill is an improvement but misses visionary change, development economist and NAC member Jean Trees tells NDTV. So, top story tonight. In what comes as a surprise, a member of ruling DMK is among the two people who have been arrested in connection with the defiling of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi's statue in Ashoknagar in Chennai yesterday. This comes as a shocker to both the DMK and its ally, the Congress, which has demanded strict action in the case. The Congress had in fact staged protests yesterday after the incident in which some miscreants had put up a shoe garland on Rajiv Gandhi's statue. However, several people are demanding that the right people be arrested for the statue desecration. They allege that the police has made arrests without proper investigation. While the relatives of the DMK man arrested say he has nothing to do with the incident, some congressmen believe it is the VCK's chief Thirumavalan who should be charged.
ராஜீவ் காந்தி சிலை அவமதிப்பு வழக்குல தவறான குற்றவாளியை கைது பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. தவறான ஆளை கைது பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. உண்மையான குற்றவாளியை கைது பண்ணல. இதில் ஏதோ சதி நடக்குது. ஆகையினால உண்மையான குற்றவாளியை கைது பண்ணணும். உண்மையான குற்றம் செய்யறதுக்கு காரணமாக இருந்த தூண்டுதல் செய்த திருமாவளவன் போன்றவர்களை கைது செய்யணும். அதான் எங்களுடைய வேண்டுதல். அப்படி இல்லைன்னு சொன்னால் மிக கடுமையான வகையில் நாங்கள் ஆர்ப்பாட்டம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு தயாராகிட்டோம்.
அவங்க ஸ்டேஷன் வாசலில் நிற்கிறோம். நானும் என் பசங்களும் இதுக்கு என்னதான் விமர்சனம் தெரியல எங்களுக்கு. எதனா ஒரு பிரச்சனைக்கா எதுக்கு வீட்டில் இருக்கிற பிள்ளை ஒரு நேரம் தப்பு பண்ண ஒரு திருந்துறது சான்ஸே கிடையாதான்னு நான் கேட்குறேன். நான் எல்லாருமே ஒரு நேரம் சண்டை போட்டாங்க. இப்போ என் பிள்ளைக்கு அடுத்த மாதம் கல்யாணம் வச்சுட்டு இருக்கிறேன். இது என்ன நியாயம்? இது எங்களுக்கு ஒன்றுமே புரியல. இப்போ என் பிள்ளை எங்கே வச்சுக்கிறாங்கன்னு தெரியல எனக்கு.
திடீர்னு வந்து நைட்டு ஒரு 12 மணிக்கா வந்து போலீஸ் வந்து எதுவும் பேசாமல் அடிச்சு கூட்டு போகிறாங்க. இது மாதிரி திடீர்னு பிறகு எது கேட்டாக்கா எதுவும் பேச மாட்டாங்க. உங்கள் அண்ணன் எங்கே கேட்குறாங்க, வீடு தட்டுறாங்க, தூங்க முடியல, அம்மா அப்பாலாம் ஊருக்கு போயிட்டாங்க, எதுவும் பண்ண முடியல. திடீர்னு கேட்டாலும் இங்கே வந்து சொல்ல மாட்டுறாங்க. எனக்கு பயமாகுது. அண்ணன் வந்து டிஎம்கே இதில் இருக்கா போல 54 நகரில் 120 வட்டத்தில் அது கூட வந்து சொன்னா இருக்காப்புல.
Well, so much so that even the TNCC chief EVK Selangor has put the blame on the VCK chief for this incident.
காங்கிரஸை பொறுத்தவரையில் திருமாவளவன் இயக்கத்தை சார்ந்தவர்கள் இதை செய்திருப்பார்கள் என்று நாங்கள் கருதுகின்றோம். காரணம், சில மாதங்களுக்கு முன்பு தமிழக காங்கிரஸ் கமிட்டியினுடைய அலுவலகத்தை திருமாவளவன் தூண்டுதலின் பேரில் அவரது இயக்கத்தை சார்ந்தவர்கள் தாக்கினார்கள். அதேபோல் கடந்த 2 நாட்களுக்கு முன்பு சென்னையில் கலந்து கொண்ட ஒரு கூட்டத்தில் திருமாவளவன் நேருவை பற்றியும் இந்திரா காந்தியை பற்றியும் கொச்சையாக பேசியிருக்கின்றார். ஆகவே ராஜீவ் காந்தியினுடைய சிலைக்கு அவமரியாதை செய்திருப்பவர் திருமாவளவன் இயக்கத்தை சார்ந்தவர்கள்தான் என்று நாங்கள் கருதுகின்றோம்.
Well, for more on that story, we're now joined by our political reporter Shabir Ahmed, who has been tracking that story. Shabir, many sections of the Congress believe that VCK's Tirumavalavan had something to do with that incident in Ashoknagar where former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi's statue was desecrated. But now that a DMK man has been arrested, what is the mood among the youth Congress workers who have been protesting since the defiling of the statue? They would have been left in surprise, not knowing what to do, that a man with the DMK, who is their ally in the state, might have had something to do with this.
Well, Ram, as you mentioned, it was an embarrassment for the DMK and a shocker for the Congress workers and the youth Congress members who has been fiercely protesting against this incident since yesterday. In fact, today also the protest continued across the state, and they are up in arms against the police for arresting innocent victims. That is what they claim. In fact, this morning a large number of Congress workers assembled in front of Ashoknagar police station. Later they found that this particular person who was arrested in connection with this case belongs to the DMK, and it was quite a shocker for them, and it was an embarrassment for the police department as well as for the DMK party also. In fact, the police had no idea whether whom they have arrested till the person's Prasad was the person's name. Prakash was the person's name, and his brother came with their identity card of the DMK party, in fact claiming him as a member. So when he came, things it was a new twist for this entire story, Ram.
Right, Shabir. Thank you for answering that question, but I request you to stay on there because there have been some political developments simultaneously. Now, the Congress has hit out at the VCK chief Tol Tirumavalan for his attempts to create a rift between, not only is it EVK's Elangovan who's speaking, but is also the Congress TNCC chief Tangabalu. In a statement issued today, TNCC chief Tangabalu has warned Tirumavalan against trying to create a rift between the two parties. Tangabalu, in a revised statement, said that Tirumavalan should know his limits, and him advising the chief minister to snap ties with the Congress is laughable. He also said that the statements are irresponsible and not appreciated, and that he should act as a responsible player in the alliance. Now, these statements flying around could have some serious implications in Tamil Nadu politics, given the nature of the alliance. Joining us for more on that is a man who is representing the DMK today. Senior leader K. Subbu joins us. Now, the DMK is one of the main stakeholders here and stands to lose as well if the fight between the VCK and the Congress worsens. Mr. Subbu, thanks a lot for joining us on Headlines. Now, the first question I'd like to ask you, the DMK's main ally, the Congress and the VCK are engaged in a bitter war of the words. As a senior DMK party leader, how do you react to this standoff?
Well, already VCK was with ADMK. When contested in the last election, it was in ADMK. Came later, they came to DMK. Congress party was already there in our fold. And all the three partners are in the same alliance now. Among themselves, there are some difference of opinion or some opinions. They are exchanging opinions. I don't think that there is any serious thing. One section of the Congress party is claiming something, for which Tirumavalan is replying in his own way. That too, he says that his father and forefathers belong to, all persons belong to Congress party. That is his claim. And he was associated with Mupanar, G.K. Mupanar. In the election also, he contested along with Mupanar. So, claiming that he is closeness with the Congress party, just to claim that he is more a congressman, that for which he is saying like that. So, I don't think that there is any difference, basically, ideologically or basically, there is any difference between Congress party and VCK.
Right, sir, you seem to be dismissing this as a very small issue, but don't you think this ongoing tiff between the two parties will affect the alliance you have with them? Will it not affect the DMK's alliance plans in the next poll, sir?
No, that won't affect alliance. If there are more parties, naturally there are more difference of opinion will be there. When more than 2 or 3 parties are there, among themselves there may be some difference. All parties cannot be same. They are not one and same. So there are differences. They are likely to crop up. So that is what is happening now. That will be settled. That won't affect the alliance. Accepting that we have got differences among ourselves, we are coming to an alliance. Accepting that they are different persons, they are different parties. Accepting that only they are coming to alliance. How can we say that everything will go and will emerge as one party? That is not possible.
All right, but also there is a widespread speculation that this standoff resulted in, due to the desecration of the Rajiv Gandhi statue yesterday. The city witnessed some tense moments. There said Congress workers were up in arms demanding immediate action. And now a DMK person has been arrested. Don't you think it's an embarrassment for the DMK?
No, one. Incidentally, I see that incidentally a person who was arrested is said to be a DMK man. But in what way he was concerned in this matter, how was involved in this matter. But that does not mean that DMK as a whole is against Rajiv Gandhi. We are not for that. One or two persons may be misled. They might have gone wrong. That we will set right. But for which he is facing the prosecution now. What was done is wrong. That is why we have arrested and we have put him in prison.
All right, so you're saying the actions of one man cannot represent the actions of the entire party. But then coming to the Congress, another speculation during the rounds in political circle is that the DMK Congress combined is under strain. Especially after Sonia Gandhi's Trichy rally, she spoke nothing about the alliance but focused on an individual identity for the party. Reports also that a section of the Congress is unhappy with the alliance. How will these factors affect the relationship? These things are coming to the fore again and again, sir.
No, there is no iota of doubt that Congress and DMK are in one fold. They have no differences at all. And the leadership is always deciding the same. Alliance is being decided by the party leadership. There Sonia Gandhi, here Kalaignar. Both of them are all right. And other things are happening, some problems, some issues may crop up here and there. In a political party, they are likely to crop up such things. That does not mean that we have come to a standstill or we are going to part with each other. That does not mean. We are keeping the alliance intact. Both leaders are intact. They are keeping the alliance intact. So there is no hope, no scope for any differences in the alliance.
Well, you have been reiterating that the alliance between the DMK and the Congress. But I'll ask you one final time, sir, how hopeful are you really about the DMK-Congress alliance continuing for the 2011 assembly polls?
Naturally, we are in the alliance in parliament. But central government, we are running, both of us are running. So the same thing is continuing. There is no question of differences. There is no question of any difference between the Congress party and DMK. Is there anything? No, nothing has happened. No, on no issue, we have come to a loggerhead. We are not at all at loggerheads. So we are continuing in the same alliance. We will take the alliance further. There is 2011 also will be the same thing. There is no scope. Only the media is trying to create a difference between the DMK and Congress. Then they are trying to show that as if there is a difference, as if there is a discontent in the Congress rank and file regarding the alliance with the DMK. Such things are being created by the media. One side, they are all lopsided. They are doing that. For their own thing, they are doing it. That practically there is no such thing at all.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Subbu, for joining us. You almost have the convinced that there is nothing going on between the DMK and the Congress, but we'll of course have to wait and watch what happens. Now, while Thangabalu and other DMK leaders are busy telling the world that the Congress-DMK alliance is intact, former Tamil Nadu Congress Committee President E.V.K. Ilangovan has now reiterated that the Congress will come to power in the state and will form a third front. Speaking in Vellore, Ilangovan has also said that the Congress leadership in the state will change very soon. He said that the third front in the wish of the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Well, for more on that, we are now joined by our reporter Shabir Ahmed, who has been waiting so very patiently for this. Shabir, thanks for waiting. But then what I want to ask you, Shabir, is that this war of the words, which is nothing new, by the way. You know, E.V.K. Ilangovan and Thangabalu have had this kind of diatribe before. But this time, does it have any deeper implications? Is something happening in Delhi, Shabir? What are you hearing?
Well, Kaun Banega, the next Congress chief, is the big question that is doing rounds in Congress circles in the state. In fact, we have been receiving reports from Delhi that the Congress chief may be changed anytime, but there was a speculation 15 days ago, but now there is no such news from Delhi, and in fact almost all the leaders belonging to the different factions within the Congress party are camping there at Delhi and trying to push their loyalists to become the next TNCC president. But definitely what indication we get from the Congress High Command is that right now there will be no change, but we will have to wait and see whether the situation will there be any announcement further, Ram.
Right, Shabir, thank you for joining us for all those analysis and the news, latest developments on the political developments in the state. Time for a quick break on headlines now, but on the other side, government-employed teachers surprised the police by coming together in unprecedented numbers, asking for a hike. Details on the other side.